New Year's Eve is gonna be lit.
My gold medal. Yeah, my gold medal podium topic. I'm really excited about this one. He is my favorite rapper only because I bartended for him once and I got $120 out of that night and then I bought weed with it. But P. Diddy is trying to become an NFL owner and I'm all for it. I'm a huge P. Diddy fan. Couldn't name a song of his, but I'm a big
P. Diddy fans can't name a song.
That's so mean.
Right.
That's so mean.
Love you, Diddy, but nah.
But yeah, I think he's amazing. I'm a big fan of Ciroc. You know,
as am I.
I would really. I would really love for him to be an owner. Jerry Richardson just went through this horrible, sexual assault accusation that's proven to be true. And it's just, he's the first NFL owner that's really been subject to these Me Too allegations that I think are really good for the progress of this country. And, Jerry Richardson, he looks like the exact type of dude who would be involved in that stuff.
He said some racist stuff too, didn't he?
Oh yeah, very much. And he was one who told Cam, don't get tattoos, and he was very controlling of Cam. Yeah, definitely considered like one of those Bob McNair types. Okay. That a good old boy network kind of a guy.
Right.
But I think P. Diddy is just the kind of owner they need. An actual minority owner, not a minority who's a minority owner, but an actual owner who's a minority. They need that. All they have is Shad Khan, and he looks like Super Mario. And he's just like he hasn't really had a connection to the United States. He's not an American minority. We need someone who is from this country and is a minority to bring that diversity into the NFL owners meetings. Yeah. And I would love for P. Diddy to do it. And we talked about this on Secret Black People meeting. Mm-hmm. He is almost a billionaire. People forget that.
He's worth over $800 million.
And although that's not enough for an NFL team, that is enough to have a majority stake where you have a bunch of other people contribute 49%. He's the 51%, and then he's the majority stakeholder, and then he could own the Carolina Panthers. Yeah. Or Michael Jordan, also an owner currently, he could upgrade from the Bobcats to the Panthers. Yeah. And I think P. Diddy is more likely because he's already been having talks. He's had a couple pictures with him conversing with the NFL owners. But I think the NFL desperately needs a minority owner like a P. Diddy or a Michael Jordan. Yeah. What do you guys say?
Yeah, I think Diddy, what Diddy's trying to do is cool. It's just, I don't know, is it a pipe dream? Because we're depending on these owners who have kept Kaepernick out of the league and done all these other egregious, stupid things to vote in P. Diddy, this black dude who used to be a rapper, he's a businessman, all his money. I don't see it happening. And they were saying where Jerry Richardson's stake is about $1.2 billion. So he's putting together like an ownership team right now, composed of players around the league, different athletes and different investors. I know Steph Curry wants to get in on it. Colin Kaepernick wants to get in on it. I just don't see an ownership group with Colin Kaepernick as one of the headlining investors being voted in after they spent a whole season keeping him out of a job.
He couldn't even get a backup quarterback job, and they're like, oh, we'll let you own a team, though.
Yeah, like that. I don't know. I just don't see it happening. I don't know. As a black person, I guess I've just become so cynical with the NFL when it comes to social things like this. So I don't know. Don't get me wrong, I would love to see it. Also, it's just like, think of the support from the black community that the Panthers would get. You know how we are about, when we finally get our lane or avenue into something, we come out and support. So I see this as a lot of black people's is going to be like their second NFL team. I can see the jersey sales doing well and the team really being embraced, especially with like the internet now. Black celebrity that's owning an NFL team.
Colin Kaepernick would be a great backup to Cam Newton, by the way.
And that would be amazing. Yeah, and he owns the team as the backup quarterback. Like, that's just crazy, but it's possible. So I don't know. We'll see.
You make a good point really quick before we go to Russell. Jerry Richardson, the owner right now, he only owns 51% of the Panthers currently. So you only have to buy that 51% stake. You don't have to buy the whole 100%, which would be it's a significant difference.
Probably almost
literally
$3 billion.
double. Yeah. So Russell, go ahead now.
I think, and Niles actually said my point exactly. I think having a minority owner in the NFL is great. Apparently, according to media sources, that's something they've wanted for a while.
Yeah, okay.
A while.
But at the same
Like 2
time,
minutes.
I don't know if Diddy is the one. I don't know if Diddy is the one that is going to get that done. I don't know if they're going to let that happen. I think most things there's a vote that needs to take place. But at the same time, if I'm bidding for if I'm one of the bidders, if they decide to take my bid, that then I win it. But otherwise, they can look and say, hey, we just don't feel that you're the one we want to go with or whatever. But I don't know about all that whole process how that works. But at the same time, I feel like if it was somebody like Oprah, if Oprah wanted to buy 51% of the Panthers, I feel like but I just have a hard time.
It'd be a riot in the streets if they denied
Oprah.
Oprah.
All these by the Panthers.
And I'd lead it.
I just have a really tough time believing that, But who knows? I always have a problem with it's like the whole time and there's something awful, and then you get to pay them $1 billion to go away. Like that sounds like something pretty great. I get to mess up and get paid $1 billion.
Wow,
Like,
that's
a
great point. That's
so
great point.
I don't know.
It's crazy.
It's a weird situation.
Here's $1 billion. Like what? But I don't know, man. It's just I almost don't even want Diddy to try to own the team because I just feel like it's building up this whole like big dream and everybody's gonna be excited just for it to get voted against. And I've already had one bad vote this past year, so don't really want to get my hopes up for another one.
Well, the issue with the issue with that is he's only got $800 million, and I know that sounds like a lot,
Right.
But when you talk about NFL and NBA owners, they don't really look at you as a person. They look at you more as a number.
Right.
So P. Diddy, him being
It's not
black
even-
is
and
not
even a billion.
his being black, although it's an issue. The biggest issue, he's not a billionaire.
Yeah.
And you have to have liquid assets after you purchase the team to start doing stuff with it. And so they might actually have decent business reasons for denying him. But you guys mentioned it, like Oprah or Michael Jordan, they probably have similar assets, maybe more, and they seem much more stable.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if they are, but to white people, I'm sure they seem much more friendly. Oh, Michael Jordan, Oprah, they're more comfortable and digestible than P. Diddy would be.
Yeah.
I think P. Diddy is a bridge too far for white owners.
Yeah.
I really do think that because he's got like a nickname, P. Diddy.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he'd have to call himself Sean Combs first for that to happen.
Yeah, maybe.
I
love P. Diddy, man. Like I want it to happen.
But if going into that room, they would all rather pick Michael Jordan because Michael Jordan speaks their language more so.
Yeah.
And so that's just kind of that's the unfortunate part is P. Diddy is it's a different level with that.
Yeah.
And I think ultimately it is kind of a pipe dream, but the fact that we're having this discussion is amazing progress because it would have been laughed at a long time ago.
And the thing always to remember when things like this happen is like there's never been a black owner. Yeah, there's a reason why there's never been a black owner. Yeah. And so it's just like you have to always remember just because a black person kind of can almost do this or wants to do it, it's probably not going to happen because there's a reason why there's never been one. And those reasons are still at hand. They've created a system where they pick what goes on, they pick the rules, they pick who's the commissioner. And so it's just, I just feel like there's too much against them. Throw the money to Lavar. Let's make the JBA big. That's all. That's what I'm saying.
Do you have any final thoughts, Russell?
No, I mean, my last thing before we even move on from it, I think you're right, Eric. At the end of cool, but he might just not, from a business standpoint, might not have the best bid. And that might, a lot of people are going to be like, oh, they didn't pick Diddy because he's black and he won the team. But at the end of the day, sometimes it is economic, and he just didn't have the best bid. So I feel like there's more things him getting the team as opposed to him actually winning the bid.
Yeah, it's a lot against him.
And it's a shame because, you look at other owners like George Steinbrenner, famously, he paid $10 million to the Yankees and he didn't even pay for it. It was a loan on a bank, right? So, George Steinbrenner can easily get into the game because he is a part of the old White Boys Network. But if a black person is going to get into this game, their credit has to be perfect. They probably have to have double the amount that we considered you want it. Yeah. It has to be the perfect candidate. You have to be the Barack Obama candidate.
That's
you have to be a perfect. Yeah. You have to be rock solid. And P. Diddy's more.
And that's the thing. To be the perfect black candidate, that means you're not really black because Obama's not really a black dude. So that's the perfect black candidate. Somebody that's kind of black. So
maybe before we go off, could you see Obama owning a team?
Yeah, if he had the money, that's the kind of guy they're looking for.
Yeah,
that speaks their language. So
that was good.